Hey there, folks, and welcome back to the I Am CDB project. Of course, I'm your host, CDB. You're not. And today, we're going to do a shaving video with one of my favorite barbershop type soaps. This is Maggard London Barbershop, made by Maria Arman, who is a wonderful soap maker. Her company, Through the Fire Fine Craft. Through the Fire Fine Craft. This is one of the more beautiful smelling barbershop scents. If you don't have it, and you're a fan of barbershop soaps, I suggest you get it because it's really, really excellent. We're also going to use the Weber DLC, which of course isn't made anymore. And this was actually given to me by Tim Berger. Thank you again, Tim. And of course, we're going to use the finest shaving vessel for lather in the world. This is the Timeless Lathering Bowl, which I love, and the Razorock 400. So let's rinse the face and we'll get started. Stay tuned. All right, and here we go with our Maggard London Barbershop, which again is beautiful, beautiful stuff. Great scent, in my opinion, as I mentioned before. One of the great barbershop scents out there. I like it a lot, and it's also good quality stuff. This is probably my favorite Maria Arman soap, at least that I've ever used. It is just fantastic. And so again, if you find yourself being a fan of barbershop scents and you have yet to try this, you may want to, because it is really outstanding. All right. And of course the Razorock 400 is outstanding as well. At least I like it. And of course, I'm the only person I can speak for. Okay, the blade on the Weber DLC is Astra SP. And actually, this wasn't my first. I very foolishly sold the first Weber DLC that I ever owned years and years ago. Sold it to a nice guy, don't get me wrong, but I had a number of Weber razors. And I don't know, I sold it and then I immediately regretted it. And thankfully, a viewer, Tim Berger, came along and sent it to me. And I thought, boy, this is wonderful. And so this will always remain in my den. And also, Tim is the one who sent me the old TSC brush, which is fantastic. And that will always remain in my shaved in as well, because I really appreciate both, and I appreciate the fact, obviously, that he gifted them to me, so I will always hold on to these and pass them down. First pass, really, really nice. Boy, this stuff smells fantastic. Again, I do recommend it if you haven't tried it. It's a great quality soap, and boy, it smells really phenomenal. All right, that was, I should say, an excellent first pass. Stay tuned. We'll come back for pass two. All right, here we are. Pass two. Again, pass one was glorious. Smells great, felt great. Everything was smooth. The Weber, really sad that razor is not made anymore. Not only the DLC version, but the regular Weber. And I had a number of them. I had, well, they were just different handles mostly. They had a long-handled version, a wave-handled version. I think they even had a bulldog-handled version. And I've used them all throughout the years, and it was always a great razor, but my den would get full with more stuff than I would like, and so I would get rid of them because they were relatively affordable. I think they're somewhere around $75 for the razor, the regular version. And at that time, there were no stainless steel razors around that were of that price, so it was a really excellent deal, but they were easy to come by. And then all of a sudden, they stopped making the head a few years ago, and then it was like, you know. So now they only make handles, and you can get handles anywhere. So it pretty much was the end of the road for Weber razors, at least. I mean, I contacted them to ask them if they ever plan to make razor heads again, and they just wouldn't really commit on the answer. They'd only tell me we still sell handles. They would never answer, and I don't know why, because I was always a big fan, and I certainly talked about their product a lot, but they just would not answer. And an acceptable answer would have been, we really don't know. We're not making them right now. We don't know if we will or not. We hope to, but you know, I don't know if it was due to a family issue or a production issue. I mean, just nobody knew a thing. So I don't know if they'll ever come back. I hope they do, but you know, I'm gonna hold on to this baby. You can guarantee that. And it is a really good shaver, and I really enjoy it. It is mild, but it's not Feather ASD2 mild, but it's a very good razor. All right, that was an excellent second pass. Stay tuned. We'll come back for pass 3. All right, here we go. Pass number 3. We've had a really quick and easy, comfortable shave. That's what you want. Nice and easy. And I've had no problems with any of the gear, the brush, the soap. It's all great stuff. And smooth as silk in every regard. And that's exactly what you want. Nice, smooth, comfortable shave, which this has been. It's gone rather quickly, too. Not that that's a bad thing, but it's just been nice. That's the way I would describe it. I'm a little bit tired this morning, but this shave will wake me up, and by the time I get my head shave on in the shower, it'll be wonderful. By the way, a viewer had noticed that I actually changed the order of the way I shower and shave. It used to be, before I started head shaving last March, I used to take a shower and then shave. And the shower can be beneficial insofar as it is known to sort of loosen up or soften the whiskers and so forth, which, you know, allegedly makes it a little bit easier. And so I used to shave after a shower. But when I started shaving my head, I started showering after I shave, simply because when you lather up your entire head and the back of your head and behind your ears and everything else, it's hard to get all that lather off in the sink, or to make sure that you're getting all that lather off before you go to work and so forth, rinsing it off. Whereas on the face, it's pretty easy to get it all. You can see it, but you can't see the back of your head and behind your ears and all that. So I started taking a shower after my shave for that reason, because I have to rinse off the entire head, and I want to make sure I don't run around all day with lather all over my head at work. You've seen people with, in the morning, they come to work and they have lather, you know, on their face or behind their ears, and you think, look at that goofball, he can't even rinse the lather off his face. And so anyway, I switched that to make sure that I get the all the lather off my face. Now, it does sort of cut into the effect of some of the soaps, the post shaves and so forth, because you know, I'm using soap, washing my face afterwards, and that's going to cut into some of the effects of the soap. So sometimes when I'm trying a soap, I'll re-lather and rinse off just my face, just to see, you know, test the quality of the soap. And so, because you do lose that when you sort of wash your face, and you're removing a lot of that benefit that the soap may have provided. But I do reapply my witch hazel and aftershave after the shower, so I still get a nice, you know, aftershave and so forth. All right, and there is an excellent 3 passes. Stay tuned, we'll come back for the post. All right, and here we are back with the magic made by witches. There's witch hazel, which is wonderful stuff, which serves as a toner, astringent, And I, of course, like it very much, as you know. And since I'm shaving my head today, well, I shave my head every day, but I think I'll do a video today. That will at least be allowed to set on my face throughout my head shave before I rinse it off. And will have to be reapplied. We're also going to use the Razorock Don Donato. I can't describe the way that smells, but it smells really good. Before we do, a quick review of our gear. The Weber DLC, if you can find one and it's not exorbitantly priced, it really is a beautiful razor, or a Weber of any type. Really good razor. Sad they don't produce them anymore. Maggard London Barbershop, made by Maria Arman, one of the best barbershop soaps out there, definitely in my top 5 without question. And of course we had our Razorock 400, which is excellent, and our timeless lathering bowl, which is beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and slap a little aftershave on before we move to the head shave today, which I'll put in a different video. And let's see how this smells today. I don't know at all how to describe this Don Donato, but it's a beautiful scent from my perspective. Sort of clean, fresh. I think I looked at the notes one time and I was surprised because it didn't, the notes didn't come across in the aftershave the way I would think. For example, in other words, if I had seen the notes on this, I probably would have never bought it. So that just goes to show you, sometimes when you read the notes, you just don't know how they're going to come together. But this one came together rather beautifully, and I like it a lot. So that is the end of today's shave. I want to thank everybody for joining me once again. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB. You are not. God bless.